This is the first film photo that I ever took, and this was the first film camera that I ever used. My professor who introduced me to film did mention to not get too attached with my first roll of film. I did everything right, but all the photos were blurry. Every single one. There was fungus in the lens element, so she let me use another camera, a medium format camera. I shot, processed, and darkroom printed all my black and white photos from that camera, and black and white still influences how I take photos to this day. When I was a beginner, I thought all my photos were bangers. That feeling is very similar to when you're about to go give an examination. The less you study, the more confident you are. But on the other hand, the more you study, the more you wish that the snail will finally catch up and end all the suffering. I went through that whole 5 stages of depression with my photography as well. So I did the most logical thing. I started stealing, like an artist. I spent countless hours watching, learning from photographers online, but the best thing that I stole from them was the idea of carrying my camera everywhere. I took photos of everything and anything. That was the time I started shooting on a different camera, Mamiya 6 MF. I even took this camera on a trip to Nepal. The whole of 2024, I only shot black and white. And I even presented my work in a research conference. January of 2025, I found some expired roll of Kodak Gold 100 in my college darkroom. Nothing special, but it was something new, and I wanted to shoot more color film. So I did. A lot. I was lucky enough to get all my black and white film from my professor and use the expired roll of Kodak Gold that I found in the darkroom. But I wanted to try something new, something fresh, so I bought my first roll of film, Fuji Color 400 from Walmart. I completely messed up that roll. Light leaks, bad metering, I don't know what happened. All the photos kinda suck except this one. I still love this photo. My first roll of Kodak Gold 200 and Ultramax 400, I felt really good about those photos. August of 2025, I took my film camera to Washington, D.C. On that trip, I shot my first roll of Portra 800. This film is extremely expensive, but to this day, it is the best film that I have ever shot. Also on that trip, I pushed Kentmere 400 and HP5 to 1600 ISO. On that very trip, I bought my first photo book. I had always been very inspired by Ansel Adams. Ansel Adams' level of work is something that I aspire to reach, but I feel like that is something that I probably won't be able to reach for a very, very, very long time. Later that year, I also took my 35mm Nikon camera and some expired roll of Kodak Gold 100 to Six Flags. I get really bad motion sickness, so I didn't go on a lot of rides, but I shot a lot of film there. Last year, I also did my first film-only photo shoot. I shot Kodak Gold 200 in medium format, and in 35mm I shot Portra 160 and this expired roll of Kodak black and white C41 film. Around the end of 2025, I got the opportunity to go to West Coast, visit my uncle there. When I was growing up, there wasn't something that I wanted to do before I die. That was until I found Ansel Adams' work, and ever since I've been obsessed with trying to go to every single one of the United States national parks, and Grand Canyon honestly was a dream come true. When I take photos without looking at my past works, I don't think I often realize how much I have improved. It is always, this isn't as good as I want, or I could do better, but I don't know where I am right now and where I started. I really needed this video and to go back and look through my archive to see how much I have grown and to remind myself that I just need to keep working hard and I will be a better photographer someday. Early on in my photography journey, I saw this quote from Henry Cartier-Bresson about how your first 10,000 photos are your worst. And honestly, that is kind of true. Right now, I feel like I'm only 20% of my way through, which means I have a lot of room to improve. Between AI and being an international student and how difficult freelancing is, photography probably won't be a job for me to say. To me, it's more like video game. I'm not playing to go pro. I'm just playing because I enjoy it. I will put in hours just like you do in any other game, just because it's fun. I have more videos coming up this year. I have more things planned up, and I want to keep working on this channel. Thank you everybody for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and Happy New Year.